Welcome to Football with Cheese bonus video. Make sure you turn on that bell for notifications because you never know when I'm going to pop on. Whenever there's breaking news, I could pop on. So subscribe, hit that bell. So I was going to talk about Ben Jonson to the Bears along with the recap for the college football playoff, but that video will probably go too long. So I want to jump on briefly and talk about it. In case you did not know, former Lions offensive coordinator Ben Jonson has taken a job as the Bears head coach. He was the rumored candidate at first, and then for maybe like an afternoon, the Jaguars were the favorite, and then the Raiders kind of became the favorite the last week. The rumor with that is Tom Brady, who is a minority owner of the Raiders, even though he's a broadcaster, very weird. The rumor was Brady wanted Ben Jonson. And if Brady's leading the search, they were going to try and get him. But Ben Jonson ultimately chose the Bears. Every year there's a candidate that's the hot candidate that every team wants to hire as their head coach. Ben Jonson was that candidate last year too. If you don't know much about Ben Jonson, he's 38 years old. He was a backup at North Carolina. He's bounced around the league a bunch of teams as a tight end coach or wide receiver coach for the most part. He became the tight end coach for the Detroit Lions in 2020 and 2021, and then was promoted to offensive coordinator in 2022. So he's been the offensive coordinator for 3 years. He's a terrific offensive coordinator. He's a terrific play caller. He's a terrific play designer. Their offense has been one of the best in the league the last 3 years. It's a very talented offense too. It is, but he's a great offensive coordinator. Doesn't mean he'll be a great head coach. There are a lot of coordinators that have been outstanding and just not a good head coach. But we'll see. Now, let's talk about the Bears. They're owned by the McCaskey family. They have not been good for the most part for almost 40 years. They did have some teams that were pretty good about 15, 20 years ago. They had a really good defense with Brian Urlacher and that group. They actually made the Super Bowl in 2007, lost to the Colts. Last time they won the Super Bowl was 1986, where they beat the Patriots. So it's been almost 40 years since they won the Super Bowl. And the main reason they haven't been good is they don't hire the right people. And that has to go back to ownership, the McCaskey family. They hire a lot of people to run the Bears that just aren't good at their job. And they don't have good people right now, in my opinion. There are two types of bad owners. Ones that hire the wrong people, that don't know what they're doing or do a bad job. And there's owners that get too involved. They meddle. They hire people that know what they're doing, and rather than let them make all the decisions, they get involved and make the decisions for them. And that leads to signing the wrong free agents, drafting the wrong people, hiring the wrong coaches. Most of the owners in the NFL are billionaires that had a great idea or made the right investments or started the right company, and they think they're smarter than everyone else. So they get involved in personnel decisions when they shouldn't, because they think, well, I'm a billionaire. I did this. I own the team. I can do whatever I want. And those franchises usually fail. Jerry Jones is an example, but Jerry Jones is not even close to one of the worst. He's like middle of the pack worst owners in the league, believe it or not. I can talk more about that later. I mean, teams like the Panthers, the Jets, the Raiders, the Jaguars, they're all bad teams for a reason. Because their owners meddle. What the best owners do is they hire the right people who know what they're doing, who sign the best free agents, who draft the right people, who hire the right head coaches, and leave it alone. Let the people that know what they're doing make the decisions. Pittsburgh Steelers have been good forever doing this. This strategy works. Green Bay Packers have been good forever. They don't have an owner. The fans actually own stock in the company, and they have a board. So they don't have a meddling owner, and that has helped their franchise. So these teams that are bad typically have bad ownership. It starts with them because they hire the wrong people or they get involved when they shouldn't. All right, and let's talk about the Bears. The last time they made a conference championship game was 2011. They lost to the eventual Super Bowl champion Packers. So they have not been a winning team for quite a while. But I think the reason Ben Jonson took the Bears job was because of the upside of Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams was the number 1 overall pick in the draft last year. And an up and down rookie season. Had some good games against some really bad teams. But overall, it was not a success. And the team was not very good. I don't know how good Caleb Williams will be. Of the 6 quarterbacks drafted in the top 12, he certainly would not go number 1 again. He's not better than Jaden Daniels right now. He's not better than Bo Nix. I don't know if he's better than Drake May. Probably not. J.J. McCarthy hasn't played. Michael Penix, it was too small sample size, but Caleb might be the 4th or 5th quarterback taken if they redid the draft. Maybe, maybe not. He definitely wouldn't go number 1. It'd be Jaden Daniels. And Bo Nix might go too. But Ben Jonson probably thinks he can get more out of Caleb. So we'll see what happens. It's a big market in Chicago. And it's just a poorly run franchise. It's a tough job. And you're going to have to go against the Vikings, Lions, and Packers twice a year every year. So we'll see what happens. I understand why he took it. I would probably not have if I was him, but I understand why. I know a few Bears fans. They texted me. They're ecstatic. They hated Eberflus. They strongly dislike Nagy, their last 2 coaches. So they're excited. We'll see what happens, but it's going to make the NFC North even more interesting than it was this past year. All right. So like, subscribe, share this video, turn on that bell, follow me at Football Cheese on X, and enjoy the college game tonight.